Does everybody dream? I know most people will disagree with my belief that each dream we have means something. Whether it be a memory or a fear, every dream we had a hidden message within it, a hidden clue embedded by fate herself, the practically impossible idea that something as innocently simple as a dream could uncover a code that could break humanity. I dream. I can still vividly remember a reoccurring nightmare I had as a child, the Halloween night air against my skin and the hearty chill of knowing I was alone on the practically deserted abyss people refer to as the streets. Midnight was rolling around and I was terrified, letting my emotions take control, whispering into my ear how someone was lurking just a few steps behind me. The echoing sound of horses clacking against the stone road came closer to where I stood, frozen by fear. I'd build up the confidence to turn around, just in time to be engulfed by a headless horseman on a carriage. He picked me up against my will, kidnapped me. I was scared out of my mind as any pure child would be. If I didn't wake up right after that, the dream would continue, always exactly the same. Unable to escape my fear, the headless horseman would put me down next to the other children, all seized by the same captor as me. Although these children, unlike me, were silent. Not out of fear or obedient tendencies, but by force. I started screaming even louder, only to realize the same silence was forcing its way through my veins. It eventually engulfed me, and I became just another frozen child, forced to be silent and still against my will. I had many terrifying dreams, but this was the one that stuck with me. This was the one I still think about. I haven't had this dream in many years, but it still truly frightened me. And like I said before, all dreams mean something. My most feared dream demonstrated my most feared thought. Not the fear of horses or headless people, but the one thing I dreaded thinking about the most, the one thing I would travel a great length to avoid. The fear was simple but deadly. It was the idea of being forced to live by society's rules, to sit down and shut up, to become just like everybody else, just like all the children, caught by the presence of the headless horseman, to not live but just be. So I asked myself again, does everybody dream?